Can I Spazzy coming right at you. That was a good one. It's time for another vlog, baby. Let's do another vlog. Sporadic vlogs on your favorite sporadic channel, Spazzy IRL. Today we're going to be talking about this. My new sex toy. I said it because I have to, otherwise someone in the comments is going to say it. But this, for those of you who don't know, is a tool with which you can sous vide food. It's also called precision cooking, I've heard. I got this from my friends for my 30-year-old birthday, and I decided to give it a spin. My first ever sous vide that I've ever done. But before we get into it, for those of you who don't know what this is all about, basically sous vide means under vacuum. You're cooking whatever it is you're cooking in a vacuumed bag, and you put it in a very exact, precise temperatured water. And what that means is you can never really overcook something, because it's always gonna get to at maximum the temperature that the water is. So perfect for like meats, for instance. That also gives you the opportunity to get the perfect cook on the steak. Otherwise, when you sear it in a pan, you get this sort of like gradient. It's gonna be well done at the edge, and then it's gonna go to rare in the middle. With a sous vide, you get that restaurant style complete oneness in the steak. There are a few things that I wanted to try. One, I wanted to see if I could do this without a vacuum machine, because I have plenty of tools in my kitchen now. I'm not sure I want a vacuum machine as well, or vacuum sealer, or whatever it's called. And two, I wanted to see how difficult it is, if I could just throw something in there and see if it works. So let's just dive into it. My first ever sous vide. The one thing I did buy is one of these. This is a nice roomy container that is transparent. It has a lid on it where the circulator fits nicely. You can sous vide in a normal pot, but the lid allows you to not worry about the water vapor rising from the cook when you go a little longer with it. So for my first sous vide, I decided to get a nice boneless ribeye steak. I'd say it's about 3 centimeters thick, maybe a little bit more. So firstly, I seasoned my steak with salt, and I put it in a plastic bag, and then I add a nub of my homemade garlic herb butter. And here I heard from you guys on Instagram that most people seem to think this is a bad move, as the extra fat will actually take flavor away from the meat during the cooking process. Next time I sous vide, I'm totally going to try without any salt or seasoning or fat. I'm just going to put it in solo and see if I notice a big difference of what you guys are all talking about. But moving on, I now slowly put my bag in the water until it's just the tip of the sipping bag left, and then I quickly seal it. And although this does not completely remove all the air like a vacuum sealer would, it's pretty darn close. Pretty happy with it. Now I fire up my circulator, and after some minor research online, I decided to go for 51 degrees Celsius for about 1.5 hours. I was hoping this would give me a rare to medium rare result, and that's pretty much all there is to it. I dunk it in there, and then I'm free to go to the gym or do whatever I want. If I'm not home before the timer ends on the machine, it's just gonna shut it off, and I can take it out whenever I get home. 1.5 hours later, and here is the result. Ew. Don't worry, that's the way it's supposed to be. Now we add some oil and heat our pan up to a very high temperature, because we're gonna scorch this puppy, and we're just gonna give it surface right now, because it's already, hopefully, perfectly cooked on the inside. Ooh, that's what you want to hear. And here we're talking about a minute at the most on all sides. We just want to give it a nice surface. Towards the end, I'm going to add some butter and baste it a little bit. Next time, this is where I'll introduce some herbs and garlics instead of in the bag. And then we'll remove it, and we just let it rest. And now, a quick side note. Last weekend, I was surprised by my friends with a little mushroom foraging trip. You know, it's that time of the year here in Sweden. We went out, we enjoyed the lush woodlands and nature. And there's something very serene and nice about just walking around, picking some shroobies, and just be in nature for a little bit. Even a nerd like myself, I really enjoy that. And I gotta say, we got a nice little harvest with us home. And of course, I cooked up some of the nice mushroom sandwiches close to the ones I made in that previous vlog a year ago. Was it 2 years ago? I can't remember. But here's the kicker. The ones that we didn't use, I decided to dry them up, and now we're gonna use them. In the pan where we seared, we're back at the steak now, by the way. In the pan that we seared the steak, we're gonna saute some onions and add some cream to deglaze the pan, and some soy sauce, salt and pepper, and my flavorful dried mushrooms that I'm just gonna crumble them in there. Voila! A simple, delicious, so flavorful mushroom sauce. And now, let's see that steak. Cut it open, baby. Oh. Well said, SPUZ. Overall, I gotta say though, I'm very happy with the result. It has a very nice, even medium rare all the way through. After slicing it up, I'm gonna hit it with some more salt and pepper. We're gonna hit it with a bit of fresh thyme, and I'll toss it just to add some of those flavors in there. And we're done. A bit of sauce at the bottom, some juicy ribeye, and there we go. My little tasting platter right there. First sous vide ever done. For some of you, this might be a little too rare, but for me, this is perfect. I'm so excited. Let's try it. A little taste plate. Oh wow, that's it. That's how they do it. That's the restaurant quality. There's the close-up. You can see that there's no gradient. It's just one color, and then there's the crusty surface, and it's just... Okay. Well, I'm done. Listen, we should all eat a little less meat. That much is clear. It's the best thing we can do for our planet. But listen, if you're gonna buy meat, this, I feel, is the respectful way to do it. Overall, I am extremely happy with the result. For my first time, it felt pretty foolproof. Like, I couldn't really mess it up, it felt like. Flavor-wise, it was phenomenal, and I'm really excited to try it without butter or any fat in the bag. I mean, if this was good and that's gonna make it better, then I'm pretty excited. I'm also quite excited to cook fish and vegetables, especially fish. Fish. You know, I can cook fish. I'm okay at doing it, but I think I've never gotten close to what you get at a proper restaurant, and I think this is the way to do it. I'm also happy I was able to do it really well without a vacuum sealer. I might get one still, but it's nice to know that it still performs without it, with that little water technique thing. It was really good. I was never gonna get me a sous vide because, like I said, like I have a lot of tools already, and I can cook most things in a pan, but I'm really glad I got it for my birthday, because I'm gonna be sous videing a lot, I think. Now, before we end the vlog, question of the day. First of all, thank you, Camilo, for the birthday wishes. Thank you, everybody who left a comment. You guys are so nice, as always. Question of the day: how do you handle your mental health? I've been through a depression, and I think I got over it, although from time to time I feel really sad and bad with myself for no reason. Love from Colombia. Man, I can't relate, dude. I don't generally feel sad, but like my feeling is anxiety, and it just comes out of nowhere, and I have no reason to, and it's just really annoying that you don't, because you can't reason it away when there was no reason it came in the first place. I'm doing okay. I'm gonna be seeing a therapist, so that's gonna be nice. I'm probably gonna have to do a separate video about what I'm doing with my mental health and where I'm at with it. But the TLDR is that I'm doing much better, but it's a work in progress. I'm not rid of it, and I think I can't just say that I'll be rid of it, but you have to just continuously work towards feeling better. One of the best ways that I always keep telling you guys on stream whenever someone brings up the topic is that you should always just talk to people, whether it be your friends, your family, or indeed a psychiatrist, a professional. It's just really important to sort of verbalize your thoughts about how you're feeling. It helps you in every single way. It helps you to start thinking about it, maybe not as part of you, but something that happens to you, which can be really good. I'm not going to dive into all of it, but yeah, you should definitely just try and vent everything. And I'm seeing good progression all the time, and it's going the right way. And it sounds like it is for you as well. Just don't forget that it is almost always a work in progress. You might be rid of it for a while, and then it's going to come back, and then you better be ready for it, you know? And I know you can be. We can all feel way better. We just have to work a little bit on it, which is always worth it. Am I right, people? We're going to end on that note. Click here to subscribe. Click here to watch the previous vlog where I turned 30 years old. I can't believe it. I'm so old. It's been Sp4zie.